Hi everyone, Thumper here. We're back on our DCS Liberation Mozdok to Maykop campaign. Uh, we are currently on turn 11. If you didn't watch the planning phase, don't worry, you didn't miss a turn. We actually used turn 10 just to pass the turn and basically fill up our airports with friendly aircraft. So this is going to be a pretty big mission. This mission is dedicated to SEAD on an SA-10 site. If you're not familiar with what an SA-10 is, we'll look at it once we get into the game. But let's go ahead and jump into our aircraft here. So as part of this SEAD mission, we are actually going to be flying in the F-18. And our role is actually going to be carrying decoys. So TALDs. If you're not familiar with what TALDs are, that stands for Tactical Air Launch Decoys. The Hornet can carry 12 of them. Basically what they are is they are unpowered glider that you drop them and they deploy wings and they fly pretty much straight and level as long as they can. And they are extremely reflective to radar signals. So they reflect basically everything. And the idea is that you're hoping that your enemies will believe that it is an aircraft flying around and waste their munitions on it. Now, the SA-10, the reason we need a full turn dedicated to it, the SA-10 is probably the most effective SAM site in DCS Wolrd, just natively. It has about a 40-mile radius, and while it is not the longest range, it is probably the most effective because it has that long range, but it just has a very high kill probability. It fires very large missiles. We'll take a look at the site here once we get through most of our startup. Now, as part of this mission, we are going to be kind of in a hurry because we are wanting to arrive and drop our TALDs before the rest of the SEAD flight. So there is quite a few aircraft that are going to be bringing arms, trying to take out the track radars. So basically we want to arrive, drop our TALDs, hopefully soak up a lot of munitions from the SA-10 in hopes that we can clear in those other aircraft safely. Now, I am certainly no expert on the F-18 as opposed to the F-16, which I know quite a bit more about, but we will try to get everything done at the correct times. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We're gonna pretty much head straight for the SAM site and try to get in before the rest of the flight, because TALDs, they do slow down since they're unpowered. They do slow down pretty significantly, so we want to try to get up there as early as possible and soak up that SAM fire. Now, full disclosure, I did try to fly this mission 2 different times already, and I've been having the most awful luck with crashing. At one point, I crashed, and it crashed so bad that getting DCS to start up again required me to basically reinstall. So pretty frustrated with that, but we have moved on. We're going to try to get it done today. We'll see if we can get through it here. Let's go ahead and get our helmet aligned. Alright, that is the helmet. Let's go ahead and put our FCS up here. Let's put our checklist up here. We are in IFA, INS mode. We'll go ahead and turn on our radar since there's no ground crew here actually to worry about. And we are ready other than waiting on a loadout. So let's go ahead and request a loadout here. Now, Liberation does not have, it doesn't seem to have towels in the menus. I looked, I didn't see them. It's possible I was maybe looking in the wrong place, but basically, here they are. Well, once they pop onto my wings, I'll show you what they look like. I'm not going to need a targeting pod. Let's go ahead and just load up with all 12 of these decoys. And let's throw on something. Sure, that seems fun. Let's go with that.
Request refueling.
While that is going on, let's take a look at our F-10.
Request rearming.
Now over here is the SA-10 site we are attacking today. Now they are accompanied by...
Refueling complete.
well, if I can look at them. There they are. So in the center here we have the command vehicle. Right up there we have the search radar. And then I believe these are both track radars. I know definitely the tall one is the track radar. I'm not certain about the smaller one. But then they're accompanied by these trucks with these huge, huge launchers. And basically they fire missiles that are kind of the size of telephone poles. They have a lot of fuel. They have a lot of ability to reach out and touch you. And then we have SA-19 Tunguska's over here, and then... Oh, no, wait. That's a Tor. Sorry, that's a SA-15 Tor. And then that's a Tunguska over there. So, we definitely have our work cut out for us on trying to hit this site today. Let's go ahead and take a look at our knee board. We're going to want 266 is Mozdok, and then 226 is going to be our Overlord. That should be fine. All right. At this point, we are ready. Let's go ahead and request... Well, first we got to request startup, technically.
Mozdok. Dodge 1-1. Request startup. Dodge 1-1. Mozdok. Cleared for startup. Wind 259. At 5 meters per second. Mozdok. Dodge 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
A couple of other flights that will be happening. The Vigans will be attacking the SA-2 site that we sanitized the radar on earlier. They'll be trying to clean up the pieces of it here with a dead mission. And then we have numerous aircraft. So originally, in the planning phase of this, I had planned on having a flight of 4 F-16s tracking into the SA-10. I had to kind of split things up because what happened kind of the first time I tried this was I think Liberation, or the AI rather, really struggles with 4-man flights. They just seem to get really confused with 4-man flights. So I cut everything into 2-man flights. I also added some F-18s to the SEAD mission just because we had them, and why not add them in? It's a higher chance of actually hitting the site on this turn here. Vigans are attacking the SA-2. They're going to be escorted by these Mirages. There is also a strike on a warehouse that will hopefully be connecting, assuming we can clear the SA-10 site correctly. Hello, sir. So these are the TALDs. These are what's going to drop down, deploy wings, and then fly as straight and level as they can until they hit something like it's like 130 knots or something, and then they hold kind of a constant descent rate. Let's go ahead and take the runway, and let's start heading out. Oof, getting real framey on me. Just look away from that for a moment. Alright. Last couple of checks. Let's go ahead and run it up. Little bit of backstick. We are off the ground, gear up. And I'm just gonna leave the burner on for a moment. We'll let our aircraft gather some speed. Let's toggle up to our waypoint 1. Pitch for altitude. And as we come up to Angels 25, let's come out of our burner. Pitch our nose back down. Get our altitude hold turned on. And we'll just let the autopilot fly us for a little bit. Traffic off our nose. Looks like an F-18. Alright, as the autopilot continues to fly us, let's go ahead and observe some of the things going on. So at our front line, we can't see labels currently because culling is enabled for this mission to try to give a performance boost so we can actually do it. But basically, since we passed a turn, our enemy was able to purchase a lot of ground vehicles. So we have multiple CAS flights that are going to be attacking during this turn. They're going to be, there's two A-10 flights and 2 Apaches. So times 4 A-10s and times 2 Apaches basically is what we'll be attempting to destroy the front line today. Now the reason we're attacking this SA-10 site from the north, we're going to be coming down from this direction. The reason for that is that there's an SA-11 here. SA-11, also an extremely effective SAM site, smaller range than the SA-10, but very, very, very effective. Multi-track, multi-launch. Each vehicle actually has its own track radar, so each vehicle can kill you. So they're definitely something to be concerned about. And basically, if we launch all our munitions through the airspace of this SA-11, it's going to pick up probably a lot of those munitions as well. Versus if we attack the SA-10 from the north, it's not going to pick up as many of them. So that is why we are doing it this way today. Let's take a look here. So we did leave a couple of F-14 flights that are 4-man flights. They are actually just running cap. A lot of Phoenixes they're carrying, collectively. These flights are all going to be part of the SEAD flight that's taking place. We are just tracking directly in now, and we're going to try to deploy our TALDs quickly and efficiently. Our centerline tank is now empty. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And our flaps. I always forget in the F-18. I'm so used to the F-16 where the flaps are automatic. And so let's go ahead and make sure our EW page is powered on. Let's also bring up our SA page. Once we're in air to ground, I'm going to want my SA page over here. Towels, I don't have to do any aligning or anything. They are ready to go whenever I need them. So now we'll just coast on out. And we'll probably start here. Yeah, looks like our AWACS is just taking off. We'll probably start hearing him talking a lot here in just a minute. I'll turn him down when it's time. And let's just keep monitoring our F-10 here. So their AWACS is in the air. They have, looks like, one cap flight currently, with more taking off behind it. What are these here? Make-29s. Back here, JF-17s. The Jeffs. As we continue to close in, these next few turns, hopefully, as long as we can clear out these SAM sites in these next couple of turns, we should be able to go ahead and close out this campaign pretty soon here. Let's take a look at our kneeboard again. So our ingress point is our waypoint 4, so I can get an idea of when I'm going to get there. I can't remember. Does it tell me that? No, this is just for the waypoint I'm tracking currently.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 266, Force 140 at 4,000 knots. Dodge 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 2.
All right. Yeah, I'm already tired of hearing that. So. The reports continue if I have it turned down completely. Do they keep popping up here? No, they do not. That's fine. I can tolerate that. I can't hear them talking now. The F-18 is a aircraft that I've only recently been revisiting. When I first started DCS, I started out on the F-18, and then I fell in love with the F-16. Stopped flying this for a while, and now I'm back to learning it and using it sometimes. And let's check our F-10 again. So our allies, looks like they are already tracking. So I am going to throttle up to mil power. We'll hold up at mil power here. Just want to make absolutely sure I arrive well before my allied flights do. currently tracking waypoint 4, so that works well. Just leave that on. As our plane just continues to fly itself, let's just take a look at what's going on. So our A-10s are just arriving on the front line. A-10s and then Apaches are here. Of course, we don't get our labels. Because I have the culling enabled for this mission. Or maybe it's just that this was toggled off. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's all our labels. Look at that. That's easier to deal with. Enemy flight circling. We have so much cap coverage on this flight. So there's F-14s near the front line. There's F-14s near Bodie. There is F-15s back here near Mozdok. So we have a lot of cap coverage. We also have numerous SAM sites set up now, including this NASAM site, which is oddly enough behind the enemy front line, but they're not going to be smart enough to go back and try to destroy it, I don't think. So that NASAM could pick up a couple of kills potentially, just because its placement is very, very good. Let's see, detection areas, threat areas. There we go. Is that what that is? Threat areas? Yeah, engagement areas. Detection areas. Now I know my labels. So we are tracking directly to our waypoint 4, which is like right here. These guys are going to kind of come up here and then track that way. We are about 10 minutes out from our ingress point. The mighty Tunguska. The SA-15 and the Tunguska are kind of fun because in combined arms, you can use these vehicles. That can be kind of a fun thing to do. what am I looking at? Is this, yeah, part of an SA-11 site. So here's our SA-11. I assume that the big radar dish is a track radar. Maybe that might just be a search radar. Let me see if we hit our F10 menu again here. Okay, so which one of you is... Yeah, okay, so that's a search radar. So that's a command vehicle. And then, yeah, they all have track radars on the vehicle themselves. So, unlike other SAM sites that we've been attacking, just because you hit the command vehicle doesn't mean anything. Because each of these vehicles is a risk, is a threat. I'm hoping that if I just continue tracking the way I am, we'll avoid the attention of these MiGs here. I just need to avoid their attention long enough to get, I don't know, here somewhere and deploy those TALDs. Our A-10s, let's check in on them. Looking pretty clean. They've definitely hit something. Oh. Let's track that in. I'm going to make a prediction that what he's fired at is a Tunguska. That's my prediction. Let's find out as it gets closer. It's coming into view now. It's like right off the tip of the missile there. What is it? What is it? What did you shoot at? And it is a Tunguska. Beautiful. Makes sense. You're going to want to clear out the Tunguskas as quickly as possible because they are the biggest risk. That's going to take out another Tunguska. Tunguska's just fun to say. Our Apaches are arriving. Oof, that got real framey. All right, looks like I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to knock on my wood desk here. But looks like we might be able to slip through around these guys. They seem to be getting intercepted, actually. These F-18s are vectored onto them, and I'm sure the F-14s will be soon as well. There's still 38 miles to our ingress point. I definitely want to get, you know, another good 16 or so miles. Definitely to get around those MiG-29s. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Seems like the F-18s probably have an altitude advantage as we're looking up at them over there. Okay, there is missiles out. Let's see what connects. They're going to be going pit bull probably right about now. I'd imagine we'll see these aircraft break. Yeah, they're braking. It's looking... oh, overshot. Ooh, that connected somewhere along the way. Okay, it looks like a MiG got taken out and a JF-17. F-14s are inbound now. That's good. This is probably good as well. Got good track, good track, good track. It sure is. These poor fullbacks. That's not a good place to be. Probably gonna be this one. Looks like it's trashed. Alright, let's pop back into our aircraft. Alright. We are here. Much faster than I thought. We will go ahead and tab up here. I do want to have a bingo set. Now the return should be a lot easier on fuel since we're going to have much less weight. And we'll just keep letting it fly. Now the moment that we start getting locked up, what we're going to do is plug our burner and try to ascend. Well, we'll actually probably just go ahead and ascend now. That kind of makes the most sense, so. I want to be up at least Angels 30. Let's get our weapons selected and armed. And we're still 60 miles from the point we're trying to target here. So we should, at about 40 miles, probably start seeing them locking us with a track radar. Those track radars that we talked about earlier, they sit up on a very high tower, and the idea of that is that you can't, they can look over terrain. So they're much more difficult to attack. Yeah, so you can't do like normal terrain masking like you normally would. We are in the cons. We're marking. They are going to be arriving at their ingress point here very soon. So we are going to go ahead and kick it up. Let's let our aircraft gather some speed. Alright, that is the SA-10 definitely looking at us now. If I push too far up here, I will get fired on, so... We are now releasing Takeoffs. We have been fired on. We will turn off. I don't see a missile out on me, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Alright, we have gotten clear. Let's go ahead and pull up our F-10. Yep, so they are definitely launching on our Takeoffs. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted. The longer they spend looking at those, the less time they spend looking at the things that are actually going to hit them. We have fullbacks somewhere off of us. Because I've been playing with the F-10 and not paying attention. Oh, no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong F-18. Oh, these guys are probably gonna die, right? They got so close. Why have you gotten so close? Alright, we should see harms coming out any minute. They're firing sparrows. See, you guys didn't need to be up here. That just wasn't necessary. I appreciate your determination, but you just didn't have to do this, you know? Those fullbacks are getting intercepted for sure. Oh, and the harms are out. The Tor is trying to stop them. They may have used this SA-10. I mean, I don't know. Did they blow all their munitions? Let's see if we can determine. Looks like all the launch tubes are open. Yeah, they're all open. So our TALDs were extremely effective. Let's see what we can see with these harms. Let's see. There we go. Can we see the others? No, we cannot. They are small little missiles. So these harms, I mean, shouldn't really have any issues. Tunguskas might fire. The Tunguskas still have some munitions, but I don't think they're going to have enough to stop all these harms. Oops. Those are the Tors? I don't think they can stop all of them, though. There they go. Beautiful. Oh, that's perfect. All right. That's great. I think that is a sanitized SA-10. Hopefully these guys are smart enough to get out of Dodge quickly and efficiently. I understand, sir. I understand that my fuel is very low. Let's pull up. Where is our F-pass? There it is. Front range 116 to 2,000 pounds. Best Mach 0.63. Get out of there, guys. Get out of there. This one MiG might just destroy all of our guys. Oh man. I don't know if I should try to turn in on him. I don't have a lot of gas. Also not my job. The escort should have been here, but the escorts were flying around over here. Dicking around. Oh boy. Alright, I suppose we'll try. I'm just seeing a lot of green contacts here. Okay. Yeah, he's fucking off. Alright. Well, that's good. I didn't want to have to fight him anyway. So I would have lost. I'm not good at the F-18. We are going to be flying right over the front line here. Let's find out. Yeah, it looks like the air defenses got cleared out pretty good, so we'll just let it cruise on through. Pull and power currently trying to hit that 0.63 Mach. If I can. What are these? I don't actually know what these are. Looks like they were little bombs. That's not good. Oh, maybe it is good. Yeah, it's a fullback. Going in.
Bingo. Bingo.
Alright, bingo. That is okay. We've got enough to get home for sure. It'll be a little bit of fuel used, but we'll get in fine. Now see, Mirage, same thing. You didn't have to go up this far. Wasn't necessary. Our Vigans seem to have lost someone along the way. Not sure how that happened. This Mirage is gonna die. Here we go. However, these fullbacks are also going to probably die. I don't know about these Vigans. If these MiGs turn onto them, they're in trouble. A lot of missiles in the air. Now, I'm not going to F2 out of this right now because my game crashed at a similar time when I previously tried this, so. Those Super 530s, those do not seem to be doing too well. And yeah, he's done. Nope, he's not. Never mind. I lied. Come on, Vigans. Oh, they're... Alright, there we go. Alright. They got some partial damage in. And they're launching more. Good, good. They, I think, can clean that up. Alright, all kinds of Fox 3s flying everywhere. Come on, guys. Survive. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, they all got mopped up. We lost that entire Vegan flight. Which is no surprise. I mean, these are like modern. Pretty modern. A lot more modern than Vegans. Alright. Let's check back in on our aircraft. Oh, here we are, basically stalling. So, that is what I get for fucking around. It's okay, though. Let's just go ahead and ride it back home here. We do have speed. Let's climb a little bit more again. Now I could optionally divert to Vodi. Please don't crash. Oh my god, don't fucking crash. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, please. Oh man. Well, we got most of the mission done. Oh, that really sucks. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this here. Let's try to manually submit. And let's see what the score was. Did it count the SA-10? I don't think it did. We lost 1 A-10C. We lost 5 F-14s. We lost 2 F-18s, 2 Apaches, 2 F-16s, 2 Mirages, 1 Eagle, 3 Vigans. That's a hefty toll. What is that? We got... like 18 aircraft. I mean, they still lost more, but still, that was a hefty turn. And no, it did. Okay, it did count. it did count the 2 pieces of the SA-10. So, very disappointing for sure that I didn't get to actually land, but I will take it. I've done it multiple times now. I've tried to get this mission done and knocked out and have been unsuccessful. So we did manage to hit the SA-10 as we planned. We might need another attack on it just because I can't remember if it's the C2 or the flap lid. Yeah, the flap lid I think is also a track radar. So I think we will have to hit that as well. But we'll use the next turn to focus on something else and see where that gets us. So I hope everyone enjoyed watching. Unfortunately, I didn't get to have the landing in this one, and that's just the way it's going to have to be. But I hope everyone enjoyed watching, and I'll see you on the next one.